Good morning, this is your Dr. Vinay. Let us talk about the treatments going on against this coronavirus. Firstly, please understand that there is no antiviral complete treatment in the world. To an extent, we have been able to control it, but no absolute treatment against any virus in the world. For example, against HIV, AIDS, we have not found a treatment. We have been able to control it and prolong the life of the infected person. Similarly, dengue, chikungunya or herpes virus. Now these have been there for a long time and still we have not found a complete treatment. So obviously we have not found a treatment yet for corona, which has come just a year ago. Vaccines have been found, but vaccines are to an extent preventive but not curative. They don't cure. They, depending on the efficacy of the vaccine, 60, 70, 80%, they can prevent, but still you can still get the infection, but to a lesser severity, lesser degree. What are the treatments which are being given? First, a virus is known to cause loss of fluid in the body, dehydration, either because of the fever or for whatever reason. This is summer, the atmosphere temperature is also high, so it can cause loss of fluid. So you should replace the fluids in the body. Any sort of fluids, plain water, buttermilk, lime, lemon juice, watermelon juice, all these can be taken. When you're taking these, add a pinch of salt in them. Watermelon juice, obviously you will not be adding salt. Coconut water you can take one alternate days, don't take it every day. Now after that, the diet. Eat less but eat strong food, food which gives you strength so that there is space in your stomach for all these liquids. Now non-vegetarians can have 3 or 4 white of eggs. White of eggs are purely protein, albumin, so you can have a lot of that. You can have fish, you can have chicken. Don't have mutton because mutton is not easy to digest. You can have all sorts of soups. Vegetarians can have, if you have eggs, fine, otherwise you have green leafy vegetables, you have all colored vegetables, you have all soups, you have soya, you have broccoli and dal. All these are rich in proteins, please have more of that. Now coming to the main treatment, please understand that treatment is only supportive and not curative. Whenever you have a problem, a symptom, it is against that. So when you have cough, we give you a cough syrup. What is constant is paracetamol. It comes as Dolo 650 or Crocin 650. Please understand that paracetamol coming as Dolo 650 or Crocin 650 is not just to reduce your fever. It also reduces what we call as inflammation or swelling in the body. Just as an example, I am telling you, we know that one of the first things this virus affects is lungs. Now the lungs have what we call as air sacs, wherein the oxygen gets filled in those air sacs. Now when the virus is not there, if the air sacs accommodate 100% of oxygen, then because of the swelling in the air sacs because of the virus, the capacity is reduced to 80% or 70% or 90%. The Dolo 650 reduces that swelling so that more air is accommodated in the air sacs. Therefore, please take Dolo 650 or Crocin 650 3 times a day for all the 15 days and not just when you have fever. So when you take it, it reduces the swelling. But again, it should not be taken more than 2500 milligrams a day. A lot of patients are telling me they are taking it 6th hourly, 4th hourly, which crosses 2500, which is not good. What you can do is, you can take 3 of these 650 tablets in a day and take 1 Crocin 500 in between so that you don't cross 2500 but your fever is better under control. Now other than this, antibiotics are being given. Antibiotics are not effective against the virus. A lot of people are giving all 4 antibiotics: azithromycin, doxycycline, Fabiflu, ivermectin. Ivermectin is known to act to an extent, but not these 3. Dolo 650, doxycycline or azithromycin, some are giving augmentin. These should not be taken immediately. They have a role, but not directly from day 1. They have a role when secondary bacterial infection comes up, which is likely, if the virus makes you very weak, then there can be secondary lung infection or infection such sort on the 5th, 6th day onwards. How do you know that? Let us say that you have cough. If the cough is dry, or if there is sputum, but if it is clear sputum, white sputum, then that means it is not an infective lung. But when it turns yellow or green or brownish, chocolatish, then that means the lung is infected. That is the time when you need antibiotic. Unfortunately, if the antibiotic is started right on day 1, we all know that antibiotics weaken up a person. In other words, they reduce the immune response of the person and make the virus stronger. So the virus becomes weak when you are strong. When you are weak, the virus becomes strong, and antibiotics weaken a person. So please hold on antibiotics until secondary infection is seen. Other than this, certain others like zinc vitamins, C vitamin, D vitamin are being given. These are being given with the hope that they increase your strength, inner strength, your immune response. Now, whether they do that or not, we are not very sure, but at least they do not cause any harm as antibiotics do. So what may possibly help you but not cause harm to you can always be taken. People are running behind remdesivir and tocilizumab. Please understand that they don't have a role for everyone. They're used in specific cases. We have certain changes in the blood known as markers. All of us now know them as D-dimer, ferritin, and all those sort of names. Everyone is well versed with these names by now. So when there are changes in those IL-6 or D-dimer, a doctor knows specifically when to give remdesivir, when to give tocilizumab, when not to give them. So please don't stockpile them in your house and make them deficient outside. Another important thing is steroids. A lot of people, Medrol, Dexa, they're starting it right from day 1. They are life-saving drugs. Again, they also reduce the swelling, but they should not be and they cannot be taken from day 1. There is a indication when they should be given. So please let the doctor, the right doctor, to handle that. Please understand that this a virus is generally self-limiting. Corona is also self-limiting for 14 to 16 days. And in those 14 to 16 days, you have to isolate yourself so that it does not spread to others in your house or family. When you're isolated, it is important that you keep checking your oxygen levels through pulse oximeter. As long as it is above 94, please don't get worried. If it is 94, 95, if you do breathing exercises, it is likely to go up to 97, 98. So please, through the day, do breathing exercises, keep walking. When you walk, the blood keeps circulating, which is very important. So keep walking in the room for a period of time in the morning, afternoon and night. Try to sleep as much as possible on your front so that the back air sacs open up. So try to get into the habit. If it is uncomfortable, keep a pillow under your chest and sleep over your front, not at the back. It is very, very important that you should not panic. As long as you are strong, the virus becomes weak. When you become weak, the virus becomes strong. So hold your confidence levels high. Even if the saturation levels fall to 92, don't panic. If you're in a panic state, then you commit mistakes. Contact your doctor. Please understand that the body is able to tolerate lower oxygen levels with this corona. Even if they are falling to 83, 84, the body is able to, is having the capacity to control itself even at low oxygen levels. So don't panic. In a strong state, try to contact your doctor and try to find a bed for yourself. Hope you all do well. Thank you so much.